There are a lot of things I cannot wrap my head around. This manga is one of them. Memories of Eminon is the prologue of Swords to Wanderer, which focuses on the memory aspect of Eminon's character. First, let me be clear that there's no action or real character development. The story doesn't focus on romance, and it's not exactly slice of life either. The plot is surprisingly simple, and yet it feels like it doesn't fit into any category. It's a heartfelt, one-of-a-kind story that simply draws you in and makes you feel at peace. To get it, you have to feel it. The approach to the narrative is fascinating and done excellently. Memories is narrated in the span of a couple hours and then jumps forward into the future. The story is established in 1967 and starts off by slowly building up the scenario and introducing the two main characters. The protagonist, Eminon, who financially is doing not so great, decides to return on ship to her hometown. There she encounters our narrator, a young sci-fi lover, and through just soothing and everyday dialogues, the story transmits the personalities and emotions of the characters extremely well. Eminon will ultimately reveal her secret to him, which leads to the past of the narrator being explored and other reflections he has from current society and how it has changed. The narrator can really begin to appreciate and ponder about humanity's nature, and specifically how such a memory would potentially have affected their own life, and that of Eminon's. The ups and the downs, the decisions and hardships, everything. Through Eminon's condition of sorts, the reader is able to appreciate their own memories as well, highlighting how important every moment in life is. The cast of characters in the manga is composed of the two mentioned previously. There is Eminon, who continually fell in love in her childhood and adolescence due to her memories. After enduring one rejection after the other, she decided to travel in order to explore and search for answers about herself. Then there's the young man who is a sci-fi lover. Because the manga is short, little character development takes place, but the reader gets to appreciate the characters' personalities. It's interesting to see how the man represents how most young, optimistic people turn out to be, having a decent job and a family without changing and adapting themselves to society. The art of Memories is fantastic, stunning and realistic character designs, detailed backgrounds. Almost every panel had a background which enhanced the realistic setting and overall narrative. Every page is expressive and sharp, full of a kind of sensibility and texture I rarely see in even the most celebrated manga and comics. It paints a complete picture of both the setting and the characters. It lets you know the main duo through very specific reactions, especially Eminon, but always with subtlety and an amount of respect for their intimacy that's almost surprising. As they keep talking and vague ideas about her condition fly by, the mind jumps between attention, speculation, and nostalgia, forgetting the time limit the journey is putting on their relationship and enjoying the strange familiarity. A note saying good morning, goodbye marks the last time they will ever see each other, and the closing pages make it clear that it will only be a memory, never taking reality's place, but snatching the mind every so once in a while.
Wandering Eminon serves as a sequel to Memories of Eminon, a manga that holds a special place in my heart. It's hard to put into words just how much the story means to me. It left such a huge mark on my life and a lot of other people's who have read it. Let me take you through why this series has left such an undeniable mark and why you should experience it for yourself. The journey begins with Atsuchi's quest into a mythical forest in search of a kappa, a creature from Japanese folklore. Instead of finding the mythical being, he encounters Eminon, who swims gracefully in the serene lake. Their conversation unveils Eminon's quest to retrieve a long-buried file, full of seeds crucial for preserving a dying species of flower called the Rikaho, that hold the key to future immunity within the wildlife. Also not sure if I pronounced that right, but fuck it, we ball, I tried my best. Anyways, this act of proactive preservation marked a significant departure from Eminon's passive observation and memories, as she now actively strives to make a positive impact on the world around her. Some time passes by, and she comes back to the Kappa village Atsuchi and her friend Hikari were from. Now it seems the village has unfortunately sank underwater. She holds her breath as she swims down and grabs those files, and thanks Atsuchi for keeping them safe for as long as he could. And so that's how the story unfolds across the initial 8 or so chapters, I believe, of Wandering Eminon. The manga maintaining the same enriching yet solemn tone that defined its predecessor. Kenji Saruta's artwork plays a pivotal role, capturing both the grandeur and underlying solitude of Eminon's world. The double spreads are not merely illustrations, but windows into a world where time seems to both stand still and rush past. And also, they're honestly just always fucking beautiful to look at. The art's amazing in this manga. Eminon's character development delves deeper into her existential loneliness, juxtaposed with her resilience and unwavering curiosity about her purpose. She once said, "The only things that never change are the sea and the sky." And honestly, that quote alone highlights the passage of time and the burden of immortality that she carries. This entire manga speaks very often of memories, and how important they are to the human experience. With how even if you die, you're still alive within people's memories. Like, no matter how many civilizations or countries or even small towns and villages collapse over time, they won't ever be forgotten within her memory. With Emanon having the memories of every generation on planet Earth, I believe she exists to act as some sort of history keeper. The Earth's librarian, you know what I'm saying? Her memory encapsulates that of the entire history of the world. I think in order to keep tabs on how evolution proceeded through it, and to keep the memories of those who passed still alive. But nevertheless, that's just a personal theory of mine.
A game theory!
But anyways, fun fact, Emanon and the man from the beginning of Memories, they talk about the same thing in like the 3rd chapter, I believe. Anyways, it's a heartfelt exploration of what it means to exist across a millennia, to witness countless lives and civilizations rise and fall right before your very eyes. You start to feel for her, man. I mean, most of us wouldn't be able to handle being alive and conscious of our existence for billions of years. A lot of us already can't handle the short time of our lives that we already have, let alone a billion more of them. It really puts into perspective how strong Emanon is to be able to keep sane in her situation, which she does for the time being, but at the cost of her happiness. It's a solemn expression of really, I think, what is life itself. Now, if I choose to get all sappy, which I fucking am right now, personally, this manga resonates with me on a massive level, man. Its exploration of existential themes, combined with the enduring power of memories and love, for me transcends the boundaries of typical storytelling. Like, really, I've never read or watched or I've never seen anything fucking like this manga, man. It makes readers ponder the significance of their own existence and the fleeting nature of life, which was integral to me at the time that I read it. Anyways, now I want to delve into why this manga holds such immense meaning for me. Honestly, it's my all-time favorite. Like, over Berserk all-time favorite. Like, my top 1 peak GOAT, bro. Like, that's how I feel about this shit, man. Like, bro, you don't understand how happy I am to finally be creating a video about it and hopefully make it get more exposure, because it really fucking deserves it. It's difficult to describe how much emotion and appreciation this manga evokes for me, but I'll do my best, hopefully without sounding like too pretentious. I've cherished this manga for about 3 or 4 years now, I believe. It just evokes an indescribable feeling in me that I hope resonates with you too when you read it. This manga is it's exceptional, man, in terms of its story and concepts, but also its artistry. The emotions it evokes, the raw, pure feelings that flow through you as you read. Really, this manga is all about feel to me. It feels like a warm melancholy, a blend of profound sadness and hope. It masterfully confronts the bleakness and the shittiness of existence, yet offers a glimpse of something greater. A new perspective on life. The most important lesson I've taken away from this manga is to not take life too seriously. We as humans are mere specks in the grand scheme of things, yet this manga beautifully illustrates how each of our lives holds significance in ways we may not even realize. It initially stirred existential dread in me, like I was tweaking out after reading this shit for the first time, making me ponder my existence and how insignificant we were compared to something greater, like in terms of Emanon, for example. But it ultimately teaches the opposite, that even in our smallness, our lives matter immensely to someone, always. It's not about being an immortal being who wanders the earth aimlessly, or having grand achievements. It's about finding purpose in the everyday. Just like Emanon in the story, uncertain, yet still living on, seeking moments of happiness in our fleeting existence. Not to get all philosophical on y'all and shit, but this manga just brings that out of me, man. I love having conversations about something that I love so immensely like this. And I'm so entirely grateful, endlessly grateful that I'm able to do it here on this channel for y'all. Reading Wandering Emanon is a journey into introspection, leaving one with a mix of melancholy and hope, a reminder of life's beauty amidst its uncertainties. And while the narrative may delve into weighty themes, there's also a lighthearted appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship behind the manga. And you can tell just by reading it how much love has been put into it, and spoken by the author himself. Kenji Soruta's artistry, in particular, deserves a special mention for its ability to evoke emotions and enhance the narrative's impact. Personally, I find myself wanting an anime adaptation to bring this visual masterpiece to life with a fitting soundtrack. But at the chance that never happens, listening to Ichiko Oba while reading this also hits hard and it fits the theme, and it's also just peak music and you should listen to her immediately. If you're considering diving into Wandering Emanon, which you absolutely fucking should, I highly recommend experiencing it in its physical form as well. Owning a copy not only supports the artist, but also allows you to fully appreciate the intricate details and nuances of Tsuruda's work. Trust me, this manga is much more than just a read, man. It's a journey that stays with you long after you turn the final page. And thank fuck it's still ongoing. But anyways, in conclusion, Wandering Eminon and Memories of Eminon aren't just manga series to me. They're a timeless reflection on a time when I was young and naive and needed something to guide me. A deep love to many others who have their own connections to it as well. And a reflection of the human condition, wrapped in a beautiful narrative and stunning, amazing artwork. It's a testament to the power of storytelling and a reminder of the profound impact art can have on our lives. I hope my passion for the series has inspired you to give it a chance and discover its magic for yourself. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing all your thoughts once you've embarked on your own journey with Eminon. Don't forget to subscribe, and also shout out my boy Ysad for making that intro, man. Shit was peak.